What's up, guys? It's Mama Deadhead, and I am back with another Team Build Tuesday. So today I wanted to address a question that I get quite often, normally on all of my live streams, and it's, what do I buy from the supply depot? What do I find worth it? So please keep in mind this is what I find worth it, and I know that other people might have different opinions, and if you do and you buy other stuff, please comment below, let me know, because I would love to know other people's opinions and what they find important, and maybe get some ideas about my own points and what I should save for. But let's go ahead and start with assault markers. So this one I find kind of tricky because there can be some pretty useful stuff in here, but typically I only go for two things, and that is the 6-star gear. So these guys and like what they can do can be useful, and I think that there is a place for them in the game. But just personally for me, I really want to better the 6 stars that I have. And really the only way that I was able to tier 4 that Shiva was from getting hockey mask from here. So typically I wait for a good sale on this item or this item, and that's what I go for. So right now I have 6,810 of these assault markers, and I'm really waiting for strong gear. So the sports gauntlet and the hockey mask. So that's what I buy from here. Pretty simple, nothing too crazy. I just save all of my assault markers for the thing that I really need the most. And typically it is the hockey mask, but sometimes, like whenever I tier 4 that Shiva, it took all of my sports gauntlets. So I probably will be buying some more of the sports gauntlets from here after I get all of the hockey mask from here. Definitely the bigger stuff is higher priority for me right now. So this one. Now this is tricky because as time goes by, different characters can either like gain value or lose value or really just stay the same. And with 6 stars, the tunes that are in here, I don't know, their value has changed a lot. Now, I do this every single day, Survival Road. I do Survival Road nearly every single day. I don't really miss it unless there's like war going on or I have something important in my daily life, and then I just miss a day. But since I've done almost every single day, I have gotten all of the 5-star characters from here. So I'll go ahead and I'll show you. Let's see, let's find them. Gotta find them in my roster somewhere. Let's see. So I have this guy. So all ranged teammates get a huge bonus to AP when taking damage. And then he is a revive character, so that's always nice to have. Then let's see. I have to think a bit. Okay. Wait, where is he? I think he's up here. I think he's on a team. He was. Okay. He was hiding from me. So this guy is still extremely useful. Now, I personally wouldn't really go for the Jesus now, unless you really just need him for Survival Road, which is where I personally use him. But this guy, all melee teammates get a huge bonus to AP when attacking, and then 45 AP, so he's very fast. All teammates get plus 60% attack, plus 60% defense for 4 turns, and regain up to 25% of their max HP for 2 turns. Now, whenever you heal for 2 turns, in my eyes, you're very, very useful. And you even see this guy on teams today on attack and defense. And I personally think he's still really relevant. So if you wanted to save your markers for this guy, I definitely say go for it. If it's for Jesus, I would say think about your different options and how he would benefit you, and if you still believe he would, then go for it. And then there is one more. And whenever this guy came out, I had saved up a lot of points, and I was able to go ahead and buy all of the little knives that you need and him. So this guy, he has Guardian, and he is 58 AP, so he's pretty fast. All teammates get plus 40 crit for 2 turns, and all teammates regain up to 60% of their max HP and gain 20% bonus HP. So this is where things can get tricky. So I love this guy. I probably love this guy more than I love Survival Road Ezekiel because I don't use Survival Road Ezekiel anymore because of the characters that I have that are 6 stars. But this guy, I use him on Survival Road every single day. I don't typically use him in raids. I've only used him on maybe like one occasion just to test him out. But Survival Road, he's so incredibly useful, especially if you struggle against that 3 neutralized Tyrese level. It can be really, really hard, but if you have like 2 zombie levels before, he can help because he gives Guardian, first of all, so you can go into that last Tyrese stage, fully have all Guardian shields. He gives crit, which helps with zombies, so put a Kukri on him, and he will be great. Plus, you get all the bonus HP. Bonus HP is amazing. So you can almost go into that Tyrese level, all Guardian shields, with double the HP, and just like dice all through those zombies with ease. So I do really, really love this guy. Now, if you're going for something as far as like rating goes, I would say go with Survival Road Ezekiel, but I just love playing around with this Dr. Stevens on Survival Road just because I think he is a really awesome character. So let me go back and go to survival markers. Now, this is where things can get kind of tricky because I don't want to sound like a hypocrite, but I do want to tell you guys about decisions that I've personally made in the past. Over here, you can get these guys or you can get kits, and on occasion I have bought kits from here, but I really just wouldn't do that. I would just wait until a good character comes along, or make sure you have enough knives for another character, something like that. I really wouldn't go for kits from here anymore. I think that was a bad decision. I also do have this weapon, but guys, it's a horrible weapon, and I really wouldn't go for it now because you really want the dark purple stats. So you're really having to build on like all of this. And why use 87,000 of your points? That's a lot of points when you could be getting a character from here. The characters are just way more useful. Now, if you're in kind of like a rut like I am, where you have a lot of points and it's been a long time and there's no new characters, I say get this. And I get this every single day because I get more points than this every single day just from actually doing Survival Road. So I do get this every single day. So I'll go ahead. It's on sale too. Yeah, I'll go ahead and buy it. Okay. That's about what I normally get, the 7,000. And then I think that it's also a good option to have to just go ahead and stock up on these if you're just, like I said, just in a waiting period, just waiting for the next character to come out, which I hope is very soon. But yeah, I think that that's another good route to take. Just maybe save up 7 of the knives. I think it takes 7. It's been so long since I've gotten a character from there. I don't even remember, if I'm going to be 100% honest. I think it's 5 or 7. Somebody please correct me in the comment section. Now, gear markers. This one, I'm going to go a couple routes with. Personally, I only buy food. And it's because the gear and the markers, you just get so much more food than you did before. If I were to sell a walkie, you get 2,250 of the gear tokens. And at 150 here for 100,000, you get well over 1 million food for that. So it's definitely worth it to just be able to go here for food. Now, if I was really stuck in a rut, you guys know that I have a lot of gear. I'm not hurting for gear, but say it was extremely uneven. I had like 100 long coats and I only had 5 goggles and I needed one more really bad because I really needed to tier 4 Tyrese. In that case, I would definitely go ahead and just sell some of these because it wouldn't be a huge deal if I had like a whole bunch of them, to just sacrifice a few of them to get one of these, because I think in the long run that would be worth it. But otherwise, guys, I really just buy the food from here because the markup compared to what food or what gear was worth in food before compared to now, this is awesome. And I really do like that they added this gear markers. And I really hope for more of the gear markers like in war, like in this past war they had them, and I thought that was pretty cool because the next level up, I came in and I had like 12,000 gear tokens, and I felt like I literally hit the lottery, and I was like, yes, I can just get all of this food. And I think that, was it a faction level up? I think it was a faction level up, and I think that we came in first place by like a landslide just from having all of that food saved up, because I heard on food like a lot. Like, this is the main thing that I'm trying to get. I just want as little of the wood material as possible and as much food as possible. Now, the last thing that I want to talk about is a supply depot. And this, I save this for last because it can get kind of complicated. And since I started the game, this has been here. At least I think it was there whenever I started. I know when I started, I wasn't exactly aware of every single little thing in the game. It was kind of just like, oh, I can raid, oh, I can do map, but I didn't really know about like this kind of stuff. So it could have not been there. I'm not 100% sure. I'm sure people that have been there from the start that watch this can tell me if it has. But ever since I got into a well-established faction, this has been something that's been really important because you want to save your supply points for something that's going to really, really help you. Now, one thing, without a shadow of a doubt, I can tell you buy every single time you see it, is what is sold out right now, and that's cans. So you can get world energy refills, and you can get raid refills here. Every single time I see it, I don't care the price, I'm getting all of them. It's just an easy way to save up cans, especially if you're just starting. Say you were in a few wars, it's going to be a long time before you can get a character anyway. Always get cans, because cans will always help you in a long run. If you get cans, if you get raid cans, it can help you score higher in event, and it can help you get more tokens or more things that you need for a certain event, and that can really benefit you. Same with world cans. Typically, I save those for a special event. Now, there's a couple times, kind of like now, that I'm procrastinating on world maps, and I might use a couple. But typically, I save these for events where you have to farm to get a certain amount of a certain item to trade in for something. And other than that, I just don't use them. I want to save them for something. So say something like a farming event would come out, I can have an abundance of these so that I can get an abundance of whatever I need for that certain event. Now, I say it's complicated now because when I started, this girl was like all the rage. She was like the baddest bitch in the game. And to me, I love Andrea. I have 3 Andrea. And if they would make her into a 6-star, heartbeat, I would make her into a 6-star. I really don't care what she does, just because I have so much respect for this character and like what all this character has done for me in the game. It brought me from like a really crappy team, and it really like stepped up and made me into a better player altogether. I think she's kind of on the back burner now, which sucks. But as much as it pains me to say, I wouldn't buy her. The reason being is there's ascendables in here, and 6 stars are so important in the game right now that really the only way that I would say get any of the characters that aren't ascendable is if you need them for a collection, or you just want to collect them to collect them. But I'm sure if you're at that point in the game, you're probably not watching this video. So if you're new, you're looking for like guidance, personally, I would say wait for an ascendable character. And I can show you the few that I have that are in here. And I just bought one recently. It's the first character that I got in a while. Where are you? Oh, here you are. You were blocked by my little icon. This guy is in there. He's popped up a couple times. He is extremely useful if you have a ranged team. Let me see. This guy, this is the one that I just got. I want to say like 3 weeks ago, maybe a little bit longer than that. Just because, put a stun gun on him, make him into a 6-star, and on a ranged team, he can just kick serious ass. So I think that he is a wonderful person to save up for. Another awesome character that should be saved up for if you run a melee team is this guy. I've actually seen him the most in my Supply Depot. And I do have the 6-star version of him. So I can personally say, oh, that's Carl. I always make that mistake because their hair is similar. But anyway, I do have this character, so I can personally say having a melee command on your team is amazing. I run him on attack and defense, and he's just incredibly useful in a time where characters don't go off as fast as I'm used to. Normally, like in the era of the wonderful Andrea, you could get a turn 2 easy or a turn 1 easy. So having a character that can make your 6 stars go off faster is super important. So if you run across this guy and you have a melee team, I say definitely go for it. But otherwise, guys, I wouldn't really go for any other character in here, which just pains me because I remember when I used to get so excited about Andrea. But other than that, I wouldn't buy any 3 stars. I wouldn't buy any 4 stars. I wouldn't really buy any trainers unless it's one of those rare occasions when, like, it might finish off something and level up for you when it's on sale. I really would just save. Just save for a good ascendable character or cans. Now, this is something that I get talked to a lot about in my live streams, and that is to buy all the 4-star weapons to disassemble, sorry. And at this point in time, the only reason I'm not buying them is because I'm waiting for them to refresh and add new characters to the Supply Depot. And as you can see in the corner, I have 42,000 supply points. And I have over 20 kits and over 20 tapes. So I don't really have to worry about that at the moment. And you can see 42K, that's not enough to buy a full price Supply Depot tune. So I think that I'm going to wait until I have about 65K where I'm really comfortable. And then I'm going to start buying those 4-star weapons again. I know that it's only 1,400, but I just feel like it's going to be my luck that it does refresh and I have the potential to get something good and I'm going to be 1,400 short and I literally can't make 1,400. I'm just paranoid and I just want to hoard all these points until I can get something really good that's hopefully added here in the near future. Now, as you can see, I am not Prestige 12. I think I'm Prestige 10. So I'm not really anywhere close to getting that. Although it would be really awesome because there's not another way to get this Maggie. And she would complete a collection for me. But I guess I'll just have to wait until a day that I can maybe make her an Ascendance or get her from a wheel. Because it will be a while before I can reach Prestige 12. So this is just personally what I buy from the Supply Depot, what I buy from all of these. Now, like I said in the beginning, if you guys have a different opinion, or I know that I'm going to get a bunch of comments about, like, you don't buy 4-star weapons. Why don't you buy the 4-star weapon? Just do it. It'll be fine. But I just can't bring myself to do it. But if you guys have a different opinion, if you do it a different way, if you buy a certain thing, and it's really helped you, please comment, because I might go ahead and tag along and start buying the same things too. But yeah, that's going to be it for this Team Build Tuesday. Thank you guys so much for watching this. And like always, like and subscribe. Bye, guys.